Welcome back to The Experience, everyone. I'm your host, Eric Falgu. And welcome to the new studio. Finally, we're here, and it's been a long time coming. 4 months, I think, to be exact. And but we made it. So today, my guest is one of my good friends. I met him about a year ago at the gym, and he looked like I thought he was a fucking professional football player, and come to find out, he is. My really good friend, Anthony the Freak Johnson. Welcome.
Appreciate that, brother.
Thanks for coming on.
Be here, man. Thank you. It's an honor, man. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on, brother. We made it, bro. We've been talking about this for a while, huh?
Indeed. Almost about 5 to 6 months now.
Yes.
It's been a process, man. So it's beautiful.
I felt like I kept telling you, I was like, yeah, bro, it's coming in a little bit more time. But you could tell I've been working, huh? Like when you walked in, what you thought?
Hey, at the end of the day, like I said, it's beautiful. Right now, I've been having a great experience. And,
Thank you, man.
Everybody else that's going to follow behind me is going to love it. They're going to love it, man.
Oh, I know you got a lot of good friends behind you. You brought your buddy with you, and seems like a great dude. It's like I told you, dude. We're trying to bring a lot of people like us under one roof and like-minded individuals. So I hope I'm doing that with the show.
Indeed.
So dude, how old were you when you started playing football? I guess that's like the big question I've been wanting to ask you.
Me personally, football has always been a part of my life. But, the first time I seen football ever being played, I was kind of 6, 7 years old. Mm-hmm. And I was watching Reggie White. And the first time I actually played football, I was 9.
Nice.
And It was a great experience. I started off as a linebacker, defensive lineman, and that's always been what it was for me.
Were you was always like a tall guy or like a bit like?
No, I was
like
always
a big kid?
like stocky.
Like I was a center, bro.
I was
the biggest dude on the team.
Bro, I was stocky. I was like short, fat, and I was like
dude, they made me weigh in my underwear.
No,
my mom was pissed. Yeah,
I had to run in the garbage bag.
Did you do any other sports or just football?
Bro, it was just football, basketball.
You had to run with like garbage bags on you?
Because I was
yeah, they made us do that in wrestling.
Bro, they made me do that in football for like park
Spit,
ball.
just keep spitting.
Just keep on running.
It's like.
It was horrible, but at the end of the day, I loved the sport. So.
Well, I think those experiences like that we're complaining about, but realistically, it was like the best thing that ever happened to me. It showed you discipline.
You got to make sacrifices.
Yeah, dude. Well, you learning that at a young age, right? But like when you're little, you don't think like, oh, they being mean to me, but realistically, they're trying to teach you like a discipline, like a consistency, or how to be tough.
That too.
Yeah, because it's mental, right? Life is mental.
It is, but for me, it was more so because of my age group. Because I was always kind of like the bigger kid for my age group.
You were tall too.
I was always the freakiest kid. You know what I mean? So it was always like when I was like 12 years old, they would call me Jerome Bettis and stuff like that because I was like the big fast guy and stuff like. But it was the simple fact that when I was younger. The park ball coaches and officiates, it was like, man, there's no way he's 9 years old.
Oh,
you know
damn,
what I mean?
bro.
So,
look like a grown man out there.
So now, in park ball, there's a rule implemented that kids my size, they can actually play like the front lines.
For sure.
So it's like, all right, now I'm happy that they have that now, but back in the day, they wouldn't let me play with people my age.
Well, do you think that's fair? Like, what if you wanted to be the running back, or like, what if you wanted to?
I thought I was Dante Culpepper.
Yeah, bro.
I wanted to throw the football, man.
I started off as a center, but I really wished I was like a running back or like a wide receiver, but like no, I had to stay in the front.
But at the end of the day, man, it was cool. It was dope. I didn't have no complaints, and Hurricane Katrina actually hit, and I moved to Mobile, Alabama.
All right,
and I was in middle school.
Nice.
So I became 12. I was about 12 years old.
8th grade, 6th grade.
I was in the 7th.
Okay, nice.
And,
so so you moved in between middle schools.
Yeah, I was about 12 years old, and when I went out there, that's when I actually started playing contact football, and it was dope.
So that was the first time, like at the parks. I mean, we played contact, huh?
I couldn't play.
Oh, ever?
Yeah.
Not even once? Not even like
when
you started at 7?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, so I had to
I know
wait.
I heard that, but shit,
I was
now
too big, bro.
Bro, not even like Pee-wee ball?
Nope. I started playing ball.
Well, yeah, so you was past Pee-wee at that point. Yeah. God damn, bro.
Middle school, bro.
I thought them making me weigh in my underwear was fucking annoying.
Nah, man, I had to wait a long time.
Yeah, bro. But you were never like, see me, I was like more fat. Like you were like more of like an athlete.
Yeah, I was
just
like
I
was just
tall, yeah,
big.
that's nice, dude.
Well, yeah.
How that made you feel?
Honestly, it just made me hungry, bro. I couldn't wait. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm going to get bigger.
And then I never complained because when people actually found out, because a lot of people, like, when you think about it, they actually get the chance to play, like, park ball. And,
for sure, yeah.
And when people find out that, man, they ask me, like, how long have you been playing football? Like, I tell them, like, 3 years. They're like, you serious? And so it'd be a compliment, but I still felt like disrespected in a sense because it's like I missed so much.
Well, yeah, you got it taken away from you. Like it's kind of like a part of your childhood that like you should have experienced.
Yeah, but I couldn't do it. So but I played basketball and I did other things. So I was an athlete, you know, doing other things.
The basketball coaches loved you though. They were like, shit, yeah, no,
I couldn't shoot a free throw, but that's
all right. That's
I
all
play
right.
some defense.
Hey man, Shaq couldn't either, right? Shaq was, I mean, he made a few.
I did my thing. I could shoot a 3-pointer.
Hey, and that's hard to do.
Yeah, I did my thing. I got some touch now.
What how old were you when you got the name The Freak Johnson? Like how old were you then?
So that actually came to me when I was 15 years old.
2 years after? Wait. When you started playing contact?
I was
12?
playing contact at 12.
7? Yeah, cause you told me you graduated like
at
way
16,
younger. Yeah, so which blew my mind.
I was a sophomore. Yeah, at 15, and then my junior year, and then I actually graduated my senior year, the first semester.
You started school early?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, sure.
And then, like I started kind of early and they held me back in first grade. So I graduated with kids that were like my regular age, but I would have been your age. Yep. That's what's up, dude.
Yeah, it was dope, man. It was a great experience for me. So
15 years old, they call 15. You the Freak. Why they called you the Freak?
So Monty Kiffin, great defensive coordinator, Lane Kiffin, the head coach at Ole Miss, his father actually was the defensive coordinator with him. When he was at the University of Tennessee.
Sweet.
So I was like 315 pounds at the time. And, I'm 6'2", so I was...
at 15?
Yeah. And I ran the 40-yard dash with a hand time, and I ran the 4.840.
I was going to ask you.
Hand time, and I just ran through it. And it was a dope experience, man. And after that, Monty Kiffin walked up to me. He was like, man, I never seen somebody that big run that fast.
Like, at that age.
So he was like, man, the last person that he coached that did that was Javon Curse.
Nice.
And his nickname was The Freak. So he walked up to me, he was like, man, I'm calling you The Freak. And ever since then, everybody just started calling me that. So
damn, bro.
Yeah, it was dope, and it was an honor. And I actually committed to the University of Tennessee. So
oh, no shit? Like at that moment? At that
moment. So they offered me, Ed Ogeron was recruiting me with Frank Wilson.
At 15?
Yeah, that was my first scholarship.
So you got that to go to college?
Yeah. So
so wait, what grade is that?
That was 10th grade.
So did you finish? Did you go to 11th?
Yeah. So like I said, I left, but I actually went to LSU. So I played
yes, yeah, of course,
LSU,
yes.
Yeah, I left my senior year. The beginning of my senior year.
So is it like you left, like, is it they kind of drafting you out of high school, or is it like, how does that work? Because like you hear kids like, oh, he didn't go to
pretty much. It's like you have to meet all the credentials, you have to meet all the requirements. So
you had to have all your credits.
Yeah, I had to meet all the requirements. I had to make sure my GPA met a certain level.
What was that?
So I had a 3.58. I was up there.
So you could have like easily like did the college thing too, get a degree. Did you get one in college?
Nah, I didn't get one. I got like 39 credit hours left.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the people. I'm going back and get mine. I'm not hypocritical.
Well, no, but you told me, so you did get a culinary arts degree?
Yeah, I have a culinary arts. Yeah, and that was a 2-year dual enrollment program in high school. So you do 2 years community college.
Yeah.
And I did that in high school, and I obtained my culinary arts degree. So.
Is that Coulier Career Center?
It is.
Yeah, that's what I did at Eric for a little bit. I tried to do it for hair, and my counselor was telling me, that's for girls. You should be an auto tech guy. No. And I was like, dude, I'm not a gearhead.
I actually tried to do cosmetology.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going for too. But they put me in the auto tech department, dude.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't until I went to cosmetology school after high school. Yeah, they kind of.
At least you know how to change oil.
Hey, bro. Yeah, I could change some, rotate some tires, change some oil, just the basics. But I mean, shit, most kids can't even do that nowadays.
You ain't lying, dog. You ain't lying.
Shit, I'll jack a truck up real quick or a car. Got to be a good jack though. If it's like one of those shitty ones,
it's over.
Car, yeah, it'll fall off.
Yeah.
What where did you grow up at, dude? Like, where you from?
So I'm from the 15th Ward of New Orleans.
Nice.
From Algiers.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, shout out
West
Over
Bank.
the Hump.
West
you
Bank.
know that Over the Hump. Shout out my people.
Is it right there by the ferry?
Yeah, I'm not too far from the ferry, man. I'm actually closer to under the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, by Club Caesar. So I'm
Club
actually closer to that way.
Club Caesar.
Yeah, I'm closer to that way. Shout out to Money Mike.
Is Woodlawn back there too? Like
it is.
Yeah.
No, it's Woodlawn back there. No, Woodlawn is actually past like Avondale, I think. You feel what I'm saying?
No. Like, you know how like the Asian community? Like you go past, that's not in past Algiers?
That's in the cutoff, I think. You did. Yeah, that's in Algiers, but it's not by me. Gotcha. I'm closer to like Algiers Point, the ferry.
Yeah. The point's pretty tight, dude. Yeah. It looks like New Orleans over there. It's kind of strange. I mean, kind of.
That's the only part of Algiers.
Yeah, because the other parts don't look like that.
New Orleans. It's the second oldest neighborhood of New Orleans.
That's what it looks like when you go to the point. Like it looks.
So a lot of people misconstrue like
kind of like the beginning.
Confused, like they think it's like Gretna and Harlem.
Correct. No,
it's not. It's New Orleans. So
damn, and that's like before Gretna.
Yeah, it's like Treme, then Algiers. So
I guess when you think about when everybody settled. Because I'm not like a big geography dude. I'm trying to learn more, but it seems like maybe those were the points where a community started.
That's where they were.
That's wild,
Everything
bro.
settled right there.
Yeah, like they landed there, they settled there, and then they branched out?
That's it.
So shit, they didn't hit Herrero till years later.
They was like, yeah, let's go see what this about.
Yeah, shit.
Took some horses and said, let's
go
see what this about. Yeah.
Freaking interview with the vampire.
Like a dog.
Yeah, man. Shit. And that shit took place back... Because, like where my parents live at in Lafitte, that's like John Lafitte. That was like a whole, he was a...
Yeah.
What do you call it?
What you call that?
A pirate.
Was he?
Yeah, I think so.
He used to steal land and stuff.
Well, I think like he discovered it. And then he kind of settled there, but apparently, like he was a pirate also, because they said he had treasure. Yeah, so like pirates and I guess like explorers, they're like going all over the world to like claim their own shit.
Shit, he gonna take shit.
Shit, yeah, and they take like
I guess just watched the documentary on pirates on Netflix.
What was it about?
Shit, Blackbeard in the motherfucker.
Oh yeah, bro. Sure.
Blackbeard was something serious, no?
Yeah, dude, kind of like a Genghis Khan. You know what I'm saying? Which I heard that dude was even worse.
That was even worse, goddamn.
Dude. Algiers, bro. That's a good place. So like when you went to college, was it like obviously you went to LSU, that's in Baton Rouge. Was that like a culture shock for you? Like, or was it kind of like you had friends over there already?
What's crazy for me, I was very exposed growing up. So the community that I was in, was very impoverished. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's what made me, and I don't have no complaints about that. But I grew up very exposed because of my athletic progress. You feel what I'm saying?
You met all types of people.
Yeah, I met all types of people. I traveled the world very young. I was in different parts of the country. Wichita, Kansas, and that was my first real culture shock. You know what I mean? When being from New Orleans and being in Wichita, Kansas. You know what I mean? In the middle of nowhere.
Wichita.
I thought I was actually on the Wizard of Oz. I called my mom. Back then,
or the Blair Witch Project.
Let me tell you, I was like, hey, Mom, I don't know where I'm at, but just pray for me.
And they had mountains?
Bro, I didn't know what the hell was going on, but it was dope, So I got to meet people.
You got to see beautiful scenery,
and I have a great personality, so that's something that didn't hinder me, bro. I talked.
So you've been like that your whole life?
My whole life, bro.
Dude, since the day I met you, I loved your personality. That's one of my favorite things about you. Like I told, every time I explain people to you, I'm like, bro, he's just like one of those rare humans that you meet. You're like, they need more people like this dude. That's how I talk about you.
Appreciate that, dog.
But I'll let you continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, ADHD. But it's dope, man. Like that's.
So that was how old were you?
I was actually.
And what was that for?
I started traveling at 12. I was basketball. AAU.
So is that like, well, back then I guess they didn't have travel ball, or did
it was
they?
travel ball.
Oh, no shit. Nice,
ball.
Dude.
Yeah, I played summer ball.
So so you stopped doing football?
Nah, so it'll be like season. So football doesn't play during basketball season.
Correct.
And vice
so you were
versa.
nonstop.
I was nonstop athlete.
But back then, were you like? Did you know you wanted to play professional football, or like have you always wanted to play professional football?
Yeah, It was always
like when you knew that. Like how old were you?
I was probably about, like I said, about 9.
Were your parents like, hey, you're going to be a pro player? Like,
no, because that wasn't something that was talked to me.
That's what I was wondering.
My family instilled education.
For sure.
That's why I am who I am
highly
today.
educated, I could tell.
I'm thankful for my mother for instilling that into me. That's why, I finished at the top of my class where I finished, and
shout out.
Miss Johnson.
What did she do? Did she teach or?
No, she's actually a nurse, so she's been in the field.
Oh yeah,
now,
so she's got the degree and all.
Yeah, she's a certified. She's been a site tech now for 20 plus years, and she's at LSU interim, and now she transferred somewhere in Metairie. I forget the location, but my mom's been in that field for a while now. And
what about your dad?
He's actually, what does he do again? He drives trucks actually.
There you go.
He drives trucks. Yeah.
So hey, hopefully he can keep driving them because you know everybody's talking about this automated truck shit.
He drives trucks. Yeah, he shout out to him. He keep doing.
Yeah, dude. Shout out Pops, truck driver. So he's probably seen the world, or does he stay local?
Nah, pretty much local.
Yeah, because if you got to leave the family,
like dump trucks and things like that.
Yeah, those dudes like the off-road trucker dudes. Like they like.
Yeah.
You ever like drove like across country?
Me, yeah.
Like on buses?
So the longest trip I made was actually to Ashburn, Virginia. I drove 19 and a half hours, bro.
Beautiful stuff, huh? Like just the scenery.
Bro, when I tell you I was mad because I was playing for the Redskins at the time.
Nice.
It was something serious. The mountains and everything.
You did that by yourself or?
By myself, non-stop, no stops.
Like how old were you when you got, like you played LSU, correct?
Yeah.
All 4 years?
I played 3 years.
3 years. So when you got drafted?
I actually went undrafted, and I was a high priority free agent. Shout out to Miami Dolphins and Joe Philbin.
Shout out.
They believed in me, and everybody over there, kind of wanted to invest in me. So I played 2 years over there in Miami, and it was a great experience, man. Kind of got my first fumble recovery on Tom Brady.
Nice.
Shout out to Cam Wake for doing that. But I had a lot of great experiences in Miami. But yeah, man, that's kind of where my career started off at, man.
Yeah, it's a team effort, right? I mean, like, they helped you capitalize on that, and then you're going to do it for them.
Yeah,
and that's how it works.
Yeah, and it was a great process, you feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, I played 7 years of that in the NFL, and I don't have any regrets, you dig? So I played with a lot of great teammates and a lot of notable ones. One of them just retired. Shout out to Tom Brady. So yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah.
So since you didn't get drafted, you went on as a free agent. Does that mean like you're like a junior in college? You're like, I'm gonna go try out for the practice squad. Is that how that worked, or did you have an agent or something?
So for me, because I was a high priority free agent, I was pretty much like a 7th round draft pick.
Damn.
And when you're a 7th round, I was Mr. Irrelevant.
And like, how do you know this stuff? Like, because like I'm not a pro. Like,
so
are
for
you
me,
being groomed for
my
this?
process was different.
Yeah, like
I went through a
mentors?
different process. Nah, man, my process was a different process. So I actually went from top 20 to undrafted. I went through the combine and
okay.
Yeah, I felt
like, how do you know you could do that? Like, these things. Like,
it was different, man. Like I tell people, my testimony is a different testimony. So when I went through that process, you feel what I'm saying? I had a hiccup at the NFL combine, man. So I kind of went from top 20 to undrafted. And so when I kind of seen the guys get drafted before me, like I'm looking at guys like from Princeton and Yale get drafted. I'm like, they got a better Wonderlic test than me, but they're not better football players.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
So at the end of the day, and I wasn't, discouraged. I knew I could last in the NFL, so I played 7 good years.
Yeah, for sure.
Won a Super Bowl, and it was a great, it was a great career. So I don't have any complaints.
Yeah. What team you went to the Super Bowl with?
Patriots, New England.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, it was great, man. I was thankful, man.
Y'all got that ring?
Yeah, against Atlanta. Yeah, came back 28 down.
What's that feeling feel like?
Honestly, it was great. It was nostalgic for me because playing at LSU and being somebody in high school that played at a high level, I always played great team ball, and I've never been somebody that came out of self. That's why I kind of been where I've been and played the way I played and been where I've been in life. So
you're a team player.
Always, you know what I mean? Together, everyone achieves more.
I see you preach that at the gym, dude. With your energy at the gym, I mean, I was like, it's contagious, bro.
Yeah, man, and that's what I love about you. That's one of the
things
the
stuff I'm talking about.
Facts. That's one of the things I want people to know, man.
Yeah, I want people to know that too.
Nowhere, by yourself, you
no, dude. That's amen to that, bro.
Always, dilly.
How did you learn these principles, this way of life? Because you got like a different mental edge than most people I meet. I
tell you, life is
spiritual.
Life is the best teacher. Life is the best educator. I mean, you go through life and you have to obtain different things from experiences and people. But when it comes to owning individualism, you have to look into self. And honestly, I chose this. You know what I mean?
Sure.
A lot of people can choose their path.
You followed your dream.
Most definitely.
And the dream was the NFL.
Always. And when it comes to demeanor and everything, you know what I mean? Because I can, like I tell people, I can choose to carry a certain type of energy.
Right.
And portray myself to be something that I'm not.
Right.
But then that'll be, creating a false stereotype or stigma. So I just choose to, walk how I am, and I'm always slow motion, not stepping on nobody's toes.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, you're very courteous to people. You're a gentle giant, man.
Yeah, you know that.
Did you know you? I thought about it in my head, and damn, I done lost it. Did you know you were gonna make it? Did you know you were gonna become a professional football player, or every day at practice you're like, damn, man, self-doubt, I guess, or did you feel it?
I knew.
A lot of people.
And that's
try
what's
out
crazy.
Shit.
I knew.
Nice.
It wasn't crazy. Like my career,
because a lot of guys do this shit and they don't make it.
Yeah, as far as my path, I knew I was going to be professional.
Yes,
I just had a different path than others. You know what I mean? Like I was supposed to be top 20, but you know the universe, the Lord upstairs had different plans. You feel what I'm saying?
But you still made it.
Yeah, and I
by
still
yourself, kind of.
Yeah.
So like your junior year, like when are y'all allowed to like start getting like quote unquote like drafted or like potential? Like how does that work? Because you know,
so you have to be legally 3 years removed from high school.
Gotcha.
You feel what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you played in the NFL or not. Or played in college or
correct.
not.
So you could be like a dude off the streets.
Semi-pro. You could be a dude off the streets. As long as you're 3 years removed, you can sign an NFL contract.
And that's when you go try on at the. Okay.
You know what I mean? So, but I went through the draft process. So I went through the draft process and didn't get drafted. And I had teams calling me second round, third round, sixth round. Like, yeah, we might take you right here. And I'm like, okay, but you went a different way. Right, so it's like now it's seventh round. I'm like, all right, these same teams are calling me. Yeah, man, we ran out of picks. So why are you calling me? You know what I mean? So
they would just call you and tell you shit like
you
that.
Know what I mean? It's a process, man. So you got to understand. Like, so when they called me after the draft, you know, they kind of would say like, hey, we know the type of player you are. We understand you had this happen. So look, we're going to pay you a contract that's more than certain rookies, and we want to bring you on to certain teams. And the team that was willing to do that was the Dolphins. So yeah, it was a great process, man.
How did you feel about that? Because that's like that's
rare,
right?
Bro. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and probably 28 of them called me. And I went to Miami just because it's Miami. Who the fuck not about to go to Miami?
Dude, right? But like, were they all the same sort of deal?
No, they paid me the most.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you got to do it for, you know,
family.
Yeah, family, money. I mean, this is your livelihood, so why not get paid the most you can get paid?
Yeah, most definitely.
And we all know football is, I mean, the career can end quick. I mean,
indeed. I'm blessed. I never had any major injuries. You know what I mean?
So 7 years, like, did you, like, was that because, like, you retired early, or did you quit, or, like, what happened?
Nah,
like, why 7? Because you're young, man. You're 30 years old.
The pandemic happened.
Yes.
And I was actually playing in the XFL.
Okay.
When that pandemic happened.
So is that what like a lot of players did? Like they kind of switched over?
So what kind of happened with me was I was kind of done with the NFL.
Okay.
A lot of things I played 6 good years in the NFL.
Yes.
Then I switched over to Canada and played in Canada for a year.
Nice.
In Calgary. And when I did that, I came back home and was just sitting around, and I played in another league with Mike Singletary as my head coach, Hall of Fame player. And then the XFL happened. Vince McMahon started the XFL right before the pandemic.
That's what it was.
So I never got a break, actually. I just kept playing.
So that was relatively new.
It was relatively new. So when that happened, they had a draft, and I got drafted first round to the LA Wildcats. I was actually in Canada. And my teammate, shout out to Win, they're in Canada.
Shout out Win,
he actually was like, "Man, you about to leave?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm about to go." I'm going.
So you and Win were both playing for the same team
in Canada. That was my linebacker. Yeah, so I left out there, and I was like, "Man, I'm going back home." So I went to Los Angeles, and I started playing out there, and that's kind of how the XFL started. But the pandemic started, and that's when I stopped playing ball.
If you would have stayed in Canada, would you think you would have still been playing? Because, I mean, like, is Win still playing?
Yeah, honestly, I would have.
Like, what made you want to go to, like, the American team versus...
It's a different game for us, defensive linemen.
Even though it's the... Oh, gotcha.
As far as rules and stipulations, it's a different game.
So no shit.
Like in
never
NFL,
thought about that.
Yeah, you can be up close on the ball and hug the football as much as you want. In Canada, you have to be, I think it's a yard or 2 yards off the ball. Yeah,
that's some wild rules.
It's a whole lot of stuff, and then like it's more so like playing basketball and rebounding the quarterback rather than actually rushing the quarterback. To me,
wow!
Unless you're blitzing the quarterback,
so it's like a little less violent.
Yeah, it's not less violent. It's a violent sport for Win in their position.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Because like they play fast.
Well, it sounds like they're not letting you go full clip.
You can do what you do, but for me, it was just a little different experience.
Right, but when I say full clip, I mean like without like trying to like really hurt somebody.
Oh, you could hurt somebody.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, you could play football, but it's just like I said, there's different rules for defensive line. For my position,
yeah, for sure.
Canadian ball and American football are two different types.
Oh shit, bro.
Yeah.
So you did that for a year?
Yeah, I did that for a year.
And then you go to LA. How was that?
That was different.
Yeah, LA's fire, bro. I
lived in Carson for a while, Long Beach, and it was dope. You know what I'm saying? And
the weather, I mean, no humidity.
It was amazing, bro. It was amazing.
How long you lived there?
I lived there for at least 2 months. Then I got traded to DC.
Okay, so what, is that just because like the league is so new and like what happened?
It was a different experience. So my defensive coordinator, Pepper Johnson,
shout out.
Yeah, he actually got fired after the first game. So we played the first game.
Damn.
And the head coach, Winston Moss, he was a great guy. I ain't got no complaints with him.
For sure.
Kind of fired my head coach and my defensive coordinator. And I didn't rock with that. I was kind of like Michael Jordan was with Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
If you fire my coach, I'm going with
right,
him. So,
right. Yeah, I mean,
and I was that caliber of player.
Well, yeah, you're loyal to the teacher,
especially. So when that happened, I kind of just walked away from that team. You know what I mean? I wasn't released, none of that. So I walked away, and they had to either release me or trade my rights and get something in return.
Right.
And they were like, man, we have to get something in return for him. So I got traded to Pep Hamilton and the D.C. Defenders in the XFL at the time. And it was a great experience, man. I actually balled out, led the league in sacks and TFLs after that.
Dude, that's how long you lived over there.
I lived in D.C. So I played for the Redskins, bro, and that was actually my second stint. That was like home. It was like coming back home. You feel what I'm saying?
Snow and everything, huh?
Yeah, bro. It was a good deal. It was a good deal.
How you doing that shit?
I hated it.
It's beautiful to look at.
I got some UGG boots, but
yeah,
it's not
for sure.
me.
But shit, I mean, you need like an UGG jacket with
it's
like a
not
heater.
For me, bro. Like that.
It's. I
don't know
some
how y'all
people
do
love
that,
it.
but
Some people
shout
love
out
it.
to y'all, man.
Yeah, shout out to all y'all that love plowing snow, shoveling
not
snow.
for me.
My friend, my buddy Gary and his wife Tanner from Indianapolis. I mean, you played for the Colts. I've been up there, not during the snow.
We have a stadium that closes.
Correct.
So it opens when it's nice and it closes.
That's what I wanted to ask you. What's that like playing in the snow? Like open snow.
So I played in the worst snow game in the NFL. One of the worst snow games in NFL history. When I was playing for the
sleeves.
Colts. Yeah, always.
Oh,
no sleeves,
bro.
no gloves.
I could tell. I knew the answer, but
no sleeves, no gloves. Never. You're not gonna see.
Not even gloves.
Nah.
Not even on a regular day.
Nah, I can't do that, man. Men don't wear no gloves out there.
For sure.
You gotta go to work, man.
Yeah. Plus, you don't need to catch the ball, right? Or yeah. I mean, if you catch
I'm out there to tackle
fumble,
people. I'm out there to tackle people.
You might catch a fumble.
You
wish you had them gloves on.
Nah,
like,
never
shit.
that. Never that. I got good.
I know you ain't dropping the rock.
With these hands.
Oh yeah,
from,
dude.
Man. You better believe that. So yeah, I'm not dropping the ball at all, man.
So after Washington, what happened?
So after Washington, I signed to the Patriots. And,
so you went back to pros.
Yeah.
You
talking about DC after DC Defenders?
Yes,
yeah. Oh no, after DC Defenders.
Yeah, my bad.
That's when
after the Redskins.
My bad. The DC Defenders. That was actually the pandemic you're talking about. So
yeah.
After the Defenders, that's when everything just cooled down for me.
But like when you was with the Redskins, you played in the worst snow game.
When I was with the Colts, I played in the worst snow game.
Oh,
and I was against the Bills.
But you played in Buffalo.
Yeah,
because I mean, obviously, if you have the clothes.
Yeah, so I was playing. I was on the Indianapolis Colts, and we played against the Buffalo Bills.
That's wild. What's it like to have a retractable stadium? Because the dome. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, I think it's like one of the best.
So one of those experiences is dope, bro. But I don't have no complaints with that, man. It's one of those things that you just get to experience in the NFL. A lot of people don't get to experience that.
A lot of people don't get to experience anything you've experienced.
Yeah, man.
Like when I first met you, I was like, this dude's a fucking professional NFL player, dude.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I've never met one of you.
I'm from Algiers, man. I went from Berman Stadium in Algiers to Wembley Stadium in London. Dude. You know what I mean? A lot of people can't say they played or performed in Wembley Stadium. So
how old were you?
I played for the Dolphins. That was my rookie year. We played the Oakland Raiders, man. And
you were
to have that experience.
19?
I was 19 playing in Wembley Stadium, and it was dope, man.
That's crazy, dude. That's like at that moment you're like, dude, I'm from the West Bank. I'm from New Orleans. Yeah. Technically, is it still considered the West Bank?
Yeah, it's the West Bank because it's across the river.
Right.
It's on the West Bank.
It's so weird, right? I always thought that was.
It's weird.
Correct. I always thought that was a little weird. I'm like, how is it?
Yeah, the West Bank tried to claim us that, but they can't do it.
I know. Kind of still a part of us, but what was that like being? Because every time I leave, New Orleans, and it's so different.
Like I say, I was hungry for more. Being from where I'm from, I really didn't get to experience the magazines or the chopper toolers or the
right.
So the only thing on my mind was,
see the world.
That's it. Like, I would just look at the Macy's Day Parade
for sure.
I want to see that one day.
Right.
Or I want to be there one day.
For sure.
So for me, honestly, it was just trying to, strive to be something better than. And I honestly opened up a lot of doors for my community. And
yeah, you did.
the Leonard Fournettes, the guys that followed after me, were able to have the ESPNs and the Rivals.coms and the Scout.coms here,
right?
Because I was the number 2 player in the country in 2011. So for me, it was just a great opportunity to just become who I wanted to be.
Right.
I just did that.
Right. Was social media like a big help for your career? Like
we didn't have like social media.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
That's how. So think about like the NIL deals and stuff. I would have had back
Gotcha.
in the day.
Yeah, and that's what I wonder because it's like nowadays you're like, all right, well, people are becoming more famous through social media. Like these kids are getting paid.
And what's crazy is I'm not a big social media guy.
Same, dude.
You know what I mean? It's like more so. It's like my favorite slogan is like you still see Rolls Royces and Bentleys on the street, and you never saw a commercial. And it's all about word of mouth. So
that's true.
If you're of quality, if you're a good person, people will just let people know about you because that's how life works. So
that's true, dude.
I don't got time to just show people what I do on social media.
Yeah, you're not your typical jock, man. I mean, did you only want to play football, or did you have like another passion that you like? Hey, if this don't. Music, what kind?
Yeah, so I sing. I'm a world artist, so it doesn't matter what it is. I sing house, I sing Afro beats, I sing hip hop, R&B. It doesn't matter.
So like DJ style, or just more like just what?
Whatever comes, man.
Okay.
So I actually have a live band. I actually have a performance May 13th at the House of Blues.
Dude, I did not know that. You just blew my fucking mind.
So
you left that part out when I met you, bro.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be dope. My artist name is X.
What date is that?
May 13th at the House of Blues.
All right, I'll be there.
Yeah,
What day is that?
I believe that's Thursday.
It don't matter. I'm going. But okay, it's cool. Thursday night, me and B Money's gonna go.
One of the two, Saturdays or Thursday.
Oh yeah, I love the House of Blues, dude.
Yeah,
I've seen Pitbull there. I've seen a lot of artists. I've seen a lot of great artists there.
It's
Ex-ambassadors.
Oh, it's gonna be a dope show.
Dude, so like, what's that gonna be like? What's this type of music?
It's more so gonna be R&B music, soul music.
So you can sing.
Yeah, I can sing.
You got that soul. You sound like you got a soulful voice, dude. I did not. Why you never tried to go on American Idol?
That's not what I do, man. I could have did that. No disrespect, but I was focused on football.
Okay, gotcha. So like that was
in
just
high school.
That was
when American Idol was thriving.
Yeah,
it was more. I was in high school.
Correct. But like, do you ever wish like shit? I wish I would have tried singing, or like you happy with the path you taking?
No, I do it right now. So I am.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm working on the EP, and I got some music that's coming out soon. So
my buddy Billy, shout out, is coming on in 2 weeks, and he's I think he's recording with Alvin Kamara's cousin right now.
Oh, that's dope.
And dude, he's a singer, songwriter, rapper. I mean, hey, dude, like. I've never met a person that can write like a whole song in 15 minutes. So
that's
it's like,
I do it in 2.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah,
I can't wait for y'all to meet, because like he's like with music, like you were with football, but
most definitely.
So shit, we're
the Renaissance man is.
Yes, yeah,
that's me.
Huh?
Paul Robeson type. I just do it all. I don't step on nobody's toes.
Yeah, because when we record that Saturday, he's supposed to go to Q93 and to do like a show or a podcast. Yeah. I guess he's releasing a single.
Yeah.
And so I was like, he was like, you want to go? I was like, hell yeah, I'd love to go to Q93. So, hey, dude, maybe we could all link up.
Indeed.
Oh, my God. Dude, I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
No, because I was asking you, so have you ever gotten hurt in the NFL?
The last time I ever felt 100% was before I ever put on a helmet.
Dude, that shit blew my mind. I remember Brandon standing next to me. I was like, dude, you heard what he just said? Because you're like a professional athlete. So when you told me that, I'm thinking, oh, wow, so he plays hurt.
I haven't been 100% ever since I started playing the game of football. Because once you start playing the game of football, your body never heals indefinitely.
Yeah, that's what
it's one of those things.
That's what Cole Coletti told me. Dude, that dude's got, we talked about him. It's like he's got like his wrist is literally, I tried to tell him to get it surgery. You know what I mean? But it's like sticking out like that, and he's afraid if he fuses it, he ain't ever gonna be able to lift. I'm like, dude.
Bro, it's real. When you think about it, I tell people this. Football is one of the most barbaric sports.
Yes.
if not the most barbaric, because people throw their bodies around. People
head injuries, brain
trauma, neck trauma, and that just became a big deal. Because back in the 90s and the 80s and the early 2000s, that wasn't. Ray Lewis just retired 10 years ago, and he was literally just hitting the crap out of people. So, and guess what? The game will just move on. Mm-hmm. So when you think about where the game is going now, it's like, okay, I'm thankful that they're paying more attention to our health and well-being because we need that for our families. But now do
you think about that when you're a kid?
No.
Or like when you're in high school?
I played a certain way, bro. I'm thankful because I play, and that's why I am who I am.
Right.
Because I'm not about to allow stipulations to stop me from my nature. If I play an aggressive type of,
Right. I mean, ball, it's like, you trying to
I can't stop that, bro.
No, that's what I was going to say. It's like, your coaches teach you to like, you got to, not kill, but you got to. Better hurt them, like, you know what I mean. So you taught like how to, it's a rough sport.
It's football, and I play defense.
It's not for everybody.
Defense is about hunting.
Okay, nice,
so it's all when you think about defense and when you think about football, we're trying to seek out the ball.
Yes.
So it's kind of like an eagle seeking out prey. You know what I mean? Kind of like that. You know what I mean? Kind of scoping out and just dialing in.
What's offense like? What do they call that?
Offense is more cerebral. You're trying to break down the defense and try to process everything and try to get through a scheme more so.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like you're trying to break out of prison or something.
Right.
They put up everything to try to stop you from obtaining this goal.
Yeah.
And you gotta like say, hey, we're gonna do this, X, Y, and Z, and we're gonna get through this. So that's more awesome, so offense, dude. And that's why I say hunting is more so reacting rather than breaking down something. So
yeah, like I mean, you seem very like well versed in like a lot of different things in life.
Yeah.
Did you have like mentors throughout all of this, or like where did you get your like wisdom from, dude? Because I just feel like you're ahead of your time. I've been telling you that since I met you. Like I just feel like you're like an old soul. So like you're more than just like a football player. You're more than just a chef.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're more than just a singer. Like did you learn like this way of life from somebody? Like, was your dad? Is your dad like this? Your mom?
I read.
Like, you just have a good aura about you.
I read a lot. I was a big introvert. And I read a lot. Yeah, a lot of books. So
I like audiobook, and my ADHD gets bad.
Me growing up, I looked up to a lot of different individuals, but mainly the individuals that I picked things from, like the people I read about, like Nelson Mandela's and Malcolm X's and Martin Luther King's and different individuals. And I was also an artist and singer, so I grew up very alternative. So my style was very different. So I grew up in a rough environment, but I was listening to the All American Rejects and Yellow Card and Blink 182 and stuff like that. So I was shopping at Hot Topic and living in Algiers. You know what I mean?
You can draw and stuff too.
Yeah, I can do. Yeah, I paint and everything, bro. I have paintings hanging up in my apartment.
Ooh, I gotta see it, dude. I've been in gifting and talent since like fourth.
I'm gonna bring one and gift you one and put in the studio.
Oh, dude, I would be honest. Well, the old studio, we had all the artwork, so now we're trying to figure out where to put it because, like, with Chris like building this new studio with us, he wanted to keep it more like
mellow.
Yeah. But like I want craziness, I want color. So we're gonna hang it in there, dude.
Abstract pieces for you, bro.
What, dude? So like, would you paint acrylic or would you?
So I mainly use I do acrylic sometimes.
Like, what's like a good way to paint? Like,
honestly, I just use wet water paint. Honestly, and just keep it dry. Wet paint, water paint.
Strictly painting, or you sculpt? Painting. You can like shade, draw. I was a shader.
I draw.
Okay, yeah, I could draw.
Paint over it.
Gotcha.
So I'm that type of painter. Yeah, and
I did that with that one
line.
Okay.
And then I got to do my thing around.
I was always good at like shading. I guess that's why I can cut hair. Yeah.
I'm not a sketcher.
I like going from light to dark, dark to light.
I can't do that.
I still don't understand it. Like I can't master it. I've been trying since I was like, in fourth grade. But dope. I had a really good friend, my friend Therese Jackson. Shout out. He would like he would draw a Bo Jackson picture and his shading would bring it to life, like 3D. Yeah. So can you do stuff like that with the paint?
I can. I actually have a 3D painting, actually.
Oh, of course you do.
Yeah, that pops out. So it's a dope painting. I'm gonna send you a picture of it, bro.
What do you think about that media? What do they call that stuff? The digital art. Like, is that like something?
No, I'm not into that. Like,
right. Like, do you think that's a fad? Like, you think, things.
No, I think it's a dope thing because you can't deny like the human brain. You can't deny like the imagination. So for people to just come up with that concept of just saying, hey, if you don't want to draw on paper, you can use these different type of things to create like what what it is, avatars now and things like
that.
So it's pretty dope, man. And I'm not big into
pretty
like
wild.
visual. Yeah, I'm not big into like visual art, but it's dope.
Damn, man. So you do a lot of that in your spare time? Because I know at the gym, like I know you have a fitness.
So like company. So I do have a fitness company that
What's
I do.
What's that called?
AXJ Fitness.
AXJ, gotcha.
Yeah, and it is all HIIT and boot camp style cardio and fitness.
Is you have a facility?
Yeah. So what I do is I buy plots of land. So I actually have 2 plots of land right now. One in Algiers and one in Wellington, Florida.
Because I always see the videos outside.
Yeah. And it's a dope.
It looks like you bought a levee too. That's why I was like, damn, what are you taking them to run a levee?
Like, and actually, they love that location.
Right.
So it's one of the things that I enjoy doing, and I wanted to find my niche after football.
Like a
when
boot
the
camp?
pandemic started. No. So my niche in life.
No. I meant like your classes.
Yeah.
Like a boot camp.
It is. It's a boot camp.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So I just when I started, I wanted to find my niche, and I found out my niche was like making people feel good, just generally.
Like training people, because
not just making people feel good. Like
so it's like mental and
that's it. So I said,
what?
Why not make people look good and feel good?
So they ain't just working out. Like
we gonna laugh, we gonna dance, we gonna joke, but at the end of the day, we gonna work our ass off.
I remember I told you last week or the week when I saw you, like you had like a little different aura about you. Like, is that because you just like more zoned out than usual? Because you always have high energy. I see you encouraging the young kids. Who's that guy you train with?
Always.
Big man.
Big fella. Actually, that's Big Tavis, man.
Yeah,
Big
dude.
Tavis.
Shout out.
Yeah, he played at St. Aug. This was his senior year. He actually finished strong, man.
Dude,
he's
I
lost
saw
a lot of weight, man.
I saw you pushing him like more muscle, and
Yeah.
I just saw you pushing him every day, and it's like, I wonder if that kid like wants to become like you, like wants to go to the NFL. Like, you think he has dreams like that? I mean, he's got an NFL player.
Everybody has aspirations, and I'm just thankful that his family invested in me to try to invest in
you.
You know what I mean? That's the biggest deal. So he does has aspirations. I think he did sign a scholarship.
Nice.
And got the opportunity to play at the next level. So I'm just looking forward to him, to keep working. We will start with training again, actually.
I was going to ask y'all still saying
we still training. Yeah, he actually called me a couple of days ago. I'm looking forward to working with him again.
Sometimes it didn't look like he wanted to be there. I was like, come on, man.
You want to know what's crazy? When you're doing what you love, you're not going to love what you do all the time.
Amen to that, dude. When I loved wrestling. It was like, I was a linebacker for John Era, but I was on the bench. But so I tried out for the wrestling team, and I hated every practice. But like at the end, I'm like, you just feel great. Like, it's
amazing.
Yeah, you just it's a different feeling that you, like, a lot of people don't get. And I understand what you're saying when you say that, because it's even with hair, man. I mean, or even with this new adventure, it's like there's a lot of shit involved and people don't know there's a lot behind the scenes, and it's like that's the part, I guess, that you like thrive off of. Yeah. Like, like you hate it but you love it, but it also gives you that energy that you're missing in other stuff.
Indeed. Indeed.
I don't know if that makes sense.
That made a whole lot of sense, bro.
It's ADHD, bro.
Nah, that's what it is. That's what it's about.
So, like, besides your, like, how long have you been having the training and the mental coaching?
I actually started that when I was in Canada.
Damn. What made you start that?
2019. So I started that because I kind of knew something. Mm-hmm. I felt something. I was like, I need to kind of like put something else in my back.
How old were you at this point?
28.
Okay. So you felt like kind of like a calling?
27. I was like 27. Actually. Yeah, 27, 3 years. What is 4 years?
Yeah. You meditate?
Yeah, I do.
When you started that, bro, I feel you like one of my friends. You kind of like another Bible, bro. Alex, so, you're gonna meet him later.
Yeah, bro. So I started meditating when I was 25.
Nice.
And I was living in Florida, Miami at the time.
Gotcha.
That's when I kind of got introduced to like crystals and chakras and books and things like that. So a lot of spiritual people.
That's what Culture by Crystal gave us. This crystal, it's a moon crystal, and I think it gives other crystals power. Yeah, I'm wearing
some obsidian right now.
All right.
So,
shout out
to Onyx.
What's obsidian? You gotta school me.
Yeah, it's actually just a protective crystal.
Okay.
Something that represents strength and determination, strong will.
Yeah.
And it's just protective of different chakras, man.
On the front of the studio door, there's like the eye. It's supposed to ward off like all the spirits. But when they remodeled the building, I think one of the dudes, like, somebody stole it or they must have misplaced it. But it's supposed to keep all that bad energy out.
It's crazy. What's crazy is I actually had 3 bracelets on. And like 2 weeks ago, one of them broke. So that means it fulfilled its purpose. You know what I mean? Like it protected me from something.
Wait, so that's wild. So, okay. I caught a bead at Bacchus Sunday. But it was one of those glass beads, real thin. I mean, it was probably the coolest like bead. It was all multicolors. I slept with this thing every day. Like you could ask everybody. I've been wearing it for about 7-8 days. I went to bed with it the other night and I woke up. It's gone.
It's gone.
Like under the bed. I even asked my mom.
But it has some type of connection with you. And that's why
I thought I swallowed it. It was like, so that's what I'm saying. I'm like, so if it disappeared, what does that mean? What's that mean, Anthony? I need to know.
Man, bless your heart.
Because I missed that shit, so I'm never going to find it.
Bless your heart, man. I'll do it.
It's a good thing or a bad thing?
Shit, if it's bad, you swallowed it there.
No. Well, I don't think I did. But, so it just disappeared, yeah.
I've been gone. Shout out to High Noon.
Oh, dude, shout out. Monster shout out.
Shout out to High Noon.
What, so after your training classes, like what else you got going on? I mean, you got property, like what? Like I asked you before, man. You invested your money.
I'm into a lot of different things, man. So like I said, man, I have land that I'm invested in. I am invested in myself as a CEO and entrepreneur.
Yes, sir.
As far as my music, I am invested into my music as well, and just being a father, trying to be a better person. You know,
how old your child?
She's 10. My daughter, she's 10.
What's her name?
Tajay Heaven Johnson.
Heaven Johnson. I like that.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
She's is she smart like you? Like, or she's smarter than you?
She's a very intellectual human being.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Is school like her thing, or like how kids nowadays?
She's actually always. She's just made on the road again. So
nice.
I got to go do what I got to do again.
Well, like no, you got to. Like in school, it seems like you read a lot of books. So besides football, like, did you like going to school? It seems like you kind of like school, like you like learning.
School, I do.
What's your favorite subject?
I would have to say I'm more of a social science, probably history type of, but I majored in interpersonal communication in college, so I like to study the mannerisms and the nature of humans.
Nice.
So that's.
Were you like a math or English dude? Like I was good at English.
I was more of an English guy.
Yeah, me too.
So I would rather write a 15-page essay than do like
you'd
10
rather read a book or poetry.
I'll do a book. I'll
do a whole.
Easy.
I'll write you 3 reports. Math test?
Easy. No, count me out.
Dude, when I went to Nunez.
I count money though. So I'm good.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, financial math was the best class I ever took in high school. After that, I mean, you just need to know how to.
If you want to talk that shit, we could do that.
Oh my God, dude.
If you want to put X equal pi.
You heavy.
If you want to talk some money on, we could talk some money. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, all the green stuff, I can count that in all types of ways. I could divide it. I could subtract it. Multiply.
We could do that, man.
You messing with like any investments? Or like, what do you like?
What's crazy was I was doing crypto for a while.
Okay.
Actually, I do still have stock in Shiba.
Okay.
I think I was doing digital in Shiba. I haven't checked.
You had like people helping you with that, or like, or is that just something?
Bro, that's something I just said. Let me dibble and dabble. Yeah. And I had some stock. I want to say in like a couple of I want to say Tesla and like Apple.
Right.
But it's not something that I like to play with. I'm not big on stocks. Like I like to play with like land and things like that. Things that's more so like touchable and I can like see.
Well, yeah, see it. Yeah, like if you wanted to build something on this plot, you don't want it to be.
And it like gains interest over time. So especially if it's in a great location. So.
Or most of your well, they say like the best real estate agents, like the people with money. It's like real estate.
My
you plan on keeping it all here or like?
I was like I said, I have land in Florida as well.
Correct.
So but just it's one of those things where like my real estate agent here, Johnny Doe, he does a great job.
Shout out.
He's a great real estate agent based on the West Bank, Marrero actually.
Oh yeah, shout out.
And he actually does a great job of like sending me different things and sending me different portfolios and folders of homes, vacancies, lands, things like that. Because I
keeping you updated on what's out there.
I'm somebody that's like a serial investor in land when it comes to that. I might not want to like purchase it right away.
Right, you're waiting for the opportunity.
But I'm waiting for the opportunity. So it's all about the market.
You can't jump at everything too, right? Because like you have to
just like building something, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm learning.
Take your time.
Yes. And I'm a very impatient person.
Come on, man. Can't just throw it together, bro.
I learned a lot of patience these last 4 months, man, because I didn't get it my way like I usually want, and I learned a lot through that, man.
Facts.
Just like enjoying the moment, every moment. I mean, the moment that I had to paint the room 1,000 times, I'm good with that. Like I learned a lot about myself. So do you plan on living in New Orleans like much longer, or like what's your do you plan on moving somewhere? Like you want to stay here forever? Like me, I would love to go to Austin if I could. Maybe Austin go hang out with Joe Rogan. All right, dude, it's awesome. You ever went paddle boarding?
No, never.
It's hard.
I went. I think that canoe.
You got to be an athlete just to stay on that bitch.
I think I went canoe. I never went.
Well, yeah, canoeing. Yeah, you could still tip over, but they got people
rafting. We went rafting
out there.
No, in Canada.
Oh yeah, whitewater rafting.
Yeah, no,
that shit's dangerous.
It's more chill.
You're like real rafting.
I'm not going down like Maine. Like,
dude, no.
But nah, bro.
That's awesome, dude. No, it's paddleboarding's wild. I saw people doing yoga on it.
And I can't do that.
Yeah, no.
I'm not even gonna stunt to you.
Well, you do yoga though, but not on a paddleboard, right?
I'm not about to do. No, you wanna know what's crazy? Yoga is probably to me the most tedious physical exercise.
But you still stretch every day, or is it yoga, or just stretching?
I stretch daily.
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
Yoga for me is more tedious.
Do you feel like you stretch more now, or like is it something that you just?
It's something that I do like take into account because I'm not playing like consistently right now. I'm not about to become like a rock. You know what I mean? Right. So flexibility is key, no matter at what point you're in life.
Even when you played professional, was that like a requirement?
Yeah, you can't be like I said, you can't be you don't want to just be a muscle.
Yeah, well, and that's what I ask you questions at the gym because like I'm 37, I'm trying to learn how to stay. I bodybuilded my whole life, and I'm always like, oh, I'm so tight, but like,
what's the difference? Look at my body and look at yours.
Yeah, man.
It's about staying. I tell people this: your muscles are like rubber bands.
Okay, so the more they're hydrated, the more
better.
What?
Think about that.
Dude, I drink a gallon of water a day.
That's a good thing.
But don't stretch when you're dehydrated. Stretch definitely.
When you warmed up.
Gotcha.
So yeah, always you want to warm up the muscle.
I'm about to drink this whole bottle.
Yeah, do what you got to do. Dilly.
So yeah, dude, you gonna stay here and just like, you plan on?
Yeah.
You got any like thing coming up or like what? Any cool shit?
Yeah, I've been offered different things, man. And, I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. I don't know, cause like I said, I'm back in between Florida and New Orleans, and like I've been here now for about 1.5 2 years now.
Right, you should open up a restaurant, bro. You like to cook like that?
Yeah, I might do that.
Like you're a chef?
Yeah, I'm a chef.
You watch Iron Chef?
No, yeah, I do. Dude, I actually just watched finish what it's called. Yeah, I think it's called Last Table or something like that.
Okay, yeah. That movie, huh?
Nah, it's a show. It's a show where it's
the Final Table.
The Final Table.
Yeah. That's the Chef Ramsay thing.
I just finished that, bro, and it was a dope deal.
Oh yeah, they go up them different levels, huh? That's some like new school shit.
I'm more of a presentable chef. I don't.
You like that at home too. Like if you're cooking for your daughter, like I know it's just grits, but shit, like I'll make it look like they came from Commander's Palace. Oh yeah, you got to plate it, huh?
Dead in the middle with the scallops around.
Hey, bro, you do. Dude, you do like me, bro. When I make Kodiak pancakes, it looks like you got it from a store. From a restaurant.
Bro, you better believe it.
That's what's up, dude. You do that like with all parts of life, like all aspects. Like it seems like you take pride in everything. Yeah, that's a good word.
I'm very detailed. I don't want to call it OCD.
No, I think passionate.
A lot of people get
because OCD and passionate. Yeah. Yeah, you can call this a little OCD obsession.
Bro, you can call OCD passion, but a lot of people get passion mixed up or confused with aggression. Because like you see my demeanor.
Yes, always.
What's crazy is that's why I tell people, because certain people carry a demeanor, and I'm like, why are you carrying that with me? You know what I mean? But it's a certain way to like, You mean like you feel like they're being fake a little bit, or right? And you're just being yourself. About what I do. So like whether it's like working,
you're confident too, man. Like it's just like it's a great energy. I told you that. It's like the vibe you always give is like.
If you hear me,
I wish I could be more like you, dude. Like I told a lot of people.
I'm trying to be like, I'm trying to cut hand shit. I'm
bald. Man. Well, so speaking on that, I know we talked once about your auntie having a salon. What's up with that?
So she's actually in Los Angeles now, man. She doesn't do that actually anymore. She actually is in the weed industry, the marijuana industry. Yeah, she actually has a marijuana farm.
Shout out.
Yeah, she's been doing that for the past.
Dude, you ought to go do that, dude. Just grow and trim and build some, buy some acres.
Shout out my auntie Robin.
Better get some LA acres.
Man. But yeah,
did you so like how long had she did that? You were like little, like
she just got into that business.
No, the salon. We'll get to the weed after.
Oh,
like
shit.
You told me you grew up in the salon.
She been into that since I was a baby.
So you kind of grew up in there.
Into that. So she went to cosmetology school, actually Stevenson's Academy in Algiers.
Yep, shout out.
And she did her time there, and she went to like I grew up in like the 90s and 2000s, so I would see her do competitions, hair competitions, shows, and she would get magazines and bring back stacked hairstyles and like.
I used to work with a guy that was on that movie Good Hair, that Chris Rock movie.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So this guy, His name is Kevin. Oh shit, I ain't gonna mess up his last name. He was from Alabama. Kevin.
That's where they were going stuff.
Yeah,
man.
so he had like long dreads, but he was in that movie. Well, technically, his assistant that he trained, that is now a hairstylist, she was like one of the competitors in that movie.
Yeah,
and she was badass. And like I think they were like doing hair upside down and shit, like all kind of crazy. But yeah, I worked for 2 hair companies, and like that's what it's like. It's like you're like a rock star, dude, when you travel and do hair shows.
She was dope.
Yeah,
she was like the best in LJ, best on the West.
Did you try to dabble in it, like any hair cutting or styling?
I've been cutting hair personally and for myself now for 14 years. I don't go to a barber. I've been doing my own aesthetics for the past 14, 15 years. You dig? So,
you cut other people?
Yeah, I do when they ask me to.
All right,
and that's one of the things that I do. You know, I took it up a little bit because I wanted the jawline.
Yeah, it looks tight, more
profound. You dig? I usually get under the chin and get that.
It's tight and edgy.
Yeah, I wanted it to be more clean cut,
symmetrical. That's what I noticed.
Appreciate that. I wanted to be there to the T. So
because I started at 14, and it's hard to keep them lines looking good on both sides by yourself.
You got to do your thing. You got to learn.
How long it takes you?
A lot of mistakes.
Oh yeah,
I take about an hour. What's crazy is people say it take you that long to do a bald head. I take at least an hour and 15 minutes.
You shave it a certain way, like you got like hot towels, cold towel.
I do. Hot towel,
you got
towel,
to. Yeah.
Steam.
I worked at Aiden Gill, and I learned how to do those hot towel shaves. Seven hot towel, 1 cold towel. If you really want like the perfection, and a bald head is 6 hot, 1 cold.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, dude. I know what's up.
Rest on there.
Straight blade.
Straight razor. Yeah.
It's I could do both, but I feel like what I tell people was when I was working at this really old barbershop, and I learned from a lot of the OGs.
Yeah.
That blade, it's got like thousands of teeth, and then you have to that strop is just kind of basically lining them back up. And when he told me that, I was like, it's just gonna like go out of whack again. He's like, yeah, and you just restrop them.
Yeah.
And so most of these like laser cut regular blades nowadays, or just like a blade out the pack is used with a laser to cut it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, man, can't I just get that same sharpness, but like maybe without the dullness?
Nah.
But I guess there's like a little bit more room for trial and error. But I mean, they could both cut the shit out of you.
They can, but you got to be precise with it.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like you got to hold a straight blade a certain way. I mean, it's old school, dude. Like the ones with the weights in them.
Yeah.
And
tilt it a certain way and make sure you lean it and make.
So you taught yourself, or did you ever think about going to beauty school or barber school? I mean, I went to cosmetology school.
Trial and error.
Yeah,
I actually had my uncle Chucky. He actually taught me, and I watched him. He used to cut my hair growing up, and then I said, you know what, I had to do it on my own. And that's when it kind of started. I went to Sally's Beauty Supply, and I bought my own clippers. And
Andy's?
Andy's clippers.
Yep, that's what I got tattooed right there, yeah. Yep, T-edges, yeah.
I got the T-blade, and started going to work, bro.
Yep, that's why I tattooed it on me. I was like, all right, if I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life and make money at it, I might as well show people what got me started.
What it is.
I actually bought my my original barber's clippers, his original Andy's, and that's what I pretty much tattooed on. It was a picture of that, yeah, man, or like a lookalike picture, but it was cleaner. He had like some good. I still got him actually.
That's dope.
Yeah. But now everything's cordless, which I don't know if you're into that or not. But like me as a professional.
I'm not.
Well, the cord stays stronger, but I don't know. Now they got some pretty dope shit. They got these JRL clippers. They don't get hot.
I got to check them out.
Oh, dude.
My hand is starting to get these.
Yeah, so you could literally, and they kind of like keep getting sharper. It's a very weird concept. I think they're based out of like UK and Florida.
Yeah.
And like I can literally it's got like a 4-hour charge. And I mean, it'll last me all day. It'll last me 15 haircuts. Maybe not 15, maybe 12. Sharp, never gets hot.
I gotta check them out.
I'm gonna let you check them out.
I gotta check them out. Say less.
Dude, so what you got going on tonight, man? What you doing after this?
Honestly, man, I was thinking about going to the studio. It all depends on what's going on.
So do you have your own recording studio, or do you go somewhere?
So we record out of Algiers, man. Nice. Studio. I've been to like 3 different studios in New Orleans. I've been to Buckaloosa, studio in the country, studio in the woods, been out there. I've been to the East, Big East Studios.
Okay.
My producer, Big Red.
Yeah. You ever met a guy named Billy Tharp? I think that is a white dude, like real tall. No, well, he's like
in the East.
No, they like kind of Baton Rouge area, and I think he lives in Denham Springs. That's my buddy that's coming on. But I would like you to meet him, dude. He's like you, dude.
Never met him.
Very inspiring. He's just, I guess all artists and like it's like, dude, you have all these different personalities, kind of like me. So you're like a free spirit. You're like a gypsy, bro. I love it.
I don't have.
You ever consider yourself that?
I consider myself a very free spirit.
Yeah.
I don't step on nobody's toes, bro.
No, dude, I can tell.
I tell people,
and you're a big ass dude. You can step on everybody.
You know what's crazy? I tell people I probably like encountered more individuals and humans. I consider myself like I don't like to compare myself to people, but I can consider myself like Shaq in a sense, where it's like, you know, you just see love. I'm not.
Yeah,
dude. I don't judge people.
You always felt like that, like just
always. Yeah, because I would feel like, why would I want to be judged differently? You know what I mean? Treat people how you want to be treated, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, that took me a long time to learn, too, because the world's, like, so fucked up now, man. It's like...
it's fucked up out here, man.
It really is, dude.
Me started on
like, I told you, dude, I pray for the world peace thing. Like, if I could have one wish, it would be something like that, because, you know, if everybody's, like, okay with everybody, I think we'd all have money, and, you know, you wouldn't have to worry about all this crazy shit, but it just, you know... So it's good that, like, there's... That's one thing I loved about you, was that it was good to know that there was somebody else out there like you know. And I ain't just saying that, man. I'm being serious.
Appreciate that,
like, you know, you uplifted me since the day I met you.
I don't get that a lot, bro, and I appreciate that, dog. I appreciate
How long you go in the studio? You said you're writing songs in 2 minutes, so I can't wait to tell Billy this shit when I cut his hair. Hey, dude, I'm gonna be like, hey, Billy, I met somebody that you might want to meet.
That's what I do.
Do you know Alvin Kamara's cousin by chance? Or
no, I don't.
Yeah, because I guess I don't
get out much.
Yeah, well, Billy, he could write the music, he plays the music, but he'll do like the choruses. Yeah. So he'll like sing the chorus and like let them rap, but he also raps. It's kind of it's crazy. Yeah,
that's the thing about me. Like I said, I'm a world artist. I do alternative. I have alternative music.
You can play an instrument?
Yeah, I play the piano when I want to.
Okay. So that means you could probably play the guitar if you wanted to.
Yeah, what's crazy is I want to learn how to play
similar notes from what I've been told. That's what I was told when I learned how to play.
I'm going to purchase one. I'm going to learn how to do that.
I got to pick mine back up.
That's on my to-do list.
How long y'all might be out there tonight? You writing something like big right now, or you just working on a few things, or how does that work?
I actually have a few projects I'm working on, but I'm not going to work on nothing too big tonight. I actually just had a rehearsal last night with the band. Worked on a couple of original tracks. I've been working on Marvin Gaye's.
Okay, nice.
But other than that, man, we did the Erykah Badu joint last night too. So
you write your own songs as well? Or
So I write my own
dude,
songs.
That's like, how long? Like, is it cool if I ask you that? Like, how do you go into that? Because it's like, you know, everybody's profession is different.
What's crazy is my
does it come to you, or you have to like?
No, what's crazy is no matter what it is, every song that I write about is about love.
Nice.
Whether it's about cheating, whether it's about pleasing, whether it's about feeling.
And that's through life experiences and all that, huh? I mean, right.
Everything that I do, whether it's about giving or receiving, it's just about love. So when I listen to like certain music, certain beats and certain vibrations give you certain feelings. So if it's a lo-fi beat, if it's a house beat, if it's a like, oh my love, where did you go? You can hear that and then switch and go to like alone. Yeah, I'm all alone. What am I alone to do what you want me to do?
So you're kind of like a chameleon.
It's all about how
world
you feel.
Music.
If
dude.
you hear a beat and you feel a certain way, you can sing damn Chris Stapleton. If you
that's what I'm saying. I've always you like all kinds of music. That's what
Chris Stapleton, Sam Smith.
My
Mary
Spotify playlist is like it's like
Nita Baker.
You wouldn't
matter, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
people
next
be
song,
like, you got Adam Levine.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, like next thing you know,
my favorite American Idol was Clay Aiken.
Oh yeah, bro. Well, you know that. What was that song called? "Bridge Over Troubled Water." That's a fire song. I mean, Ruben had some good shit.
Ruben was my dog, but that's why I was different.
I'll listen to both of those songs.
My family used to look at me in the house and be like, "Clay Aiken." I'm like,
hating, huh?
My favorite dog. I like that just like that. My dog.
But it was only that one song though. I feel like he sung that song like the best.
What's my guy that sung that song? What do you want from me?
Damn.
What do you want from me?
It's gonna pop in my head.
I forget his name, but he was dope too. Was he Adam?
Damn, dude. No, that's
I forget his name, bro.
Damn it.
He was dope too, though, bro.
Yeah, he was.
There's a couple of people though, dog. Yeah. So, I grew up different, bro.
Adam Lambert.
Adam
yeah,
Lambert,
my mom loves him, dude. No, people used to call me Adam Lambert, and I was like, bro, that dude's got jet black hair,
bro.
I'm not saying he's got a bad nose. He's got a good nose, but it's just like a little. It's not the same as mine. Like I don't know, but he was good.
So that's
he's like killing it.
That's the type of artist I like.
I think he just played at one of the events, huh? Like
I think so, not too long ago.
Not the Super Bowl. Well, maybe he played outside. I don't know. He played at a big event.
Something, I don't know.
Well, shit, dude. I mean, so next thing you know, you might be on the red carpet at the
what is Grammys?
Yeah, I think
that's what I'm going to. That's what I'm trying to accomplish. So
you're going for that now?
Yeah. So in my 20s and in my teens, I accomplished a lot. In my 20s, I was an NFL player. So in my 30s, I was like, I want to win a Grammy and be at the Oscars. I want to be an actor and I want to be a musician.
Hey, bro, every generation, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to obtain some shit. You know what I mean?
I guess close to my 40s, I'm trying to be the next best podcast.
Why not?
Yeah, dude. I mean, who said you can't? I think I can.
Now. We starting it right now. ADHD.
Who says you can, right?
Better believe it. You hear me?
I appreciate you coming out, Anthony.
I appreciate you, bro.
That's what I want, like the message tonight for everybody. Like the reason why Anthony's here is like, if you believe in yourself and you just keep pushing, like I've seen you do the past year, you know what I'm saying? Like you always come to the gym, you never stop. Like even like on every day. I mean, do you go every day? I feel like you go every day unless
I do.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, so anytime I'm thinking that I'm doubting myself or anything like that, I think about what you're doing, and then I see what you're doing because I see you make posts, and I was like, all right, well that's what it takes. So thank you for helping me, see that that's what it takes, and instilling that in a lot of people, all the people you train and touch with your wonderful heart. And well, guys, thanks for Anthony for coming out, and not a bad first episode. I'm pretty happy with it. Hope y'all like the new studio, the new setup. We have 3 cameras instead of 1. And if you liked it, you should hit the subscribe button. And the little smiley face at the bottom. Anthony, where can people find you at?
You can find me on Instagram at AJX5.
Do you have open clients? Like, are you taking like new people as well? So how can they find you on that?
You can find me at AXJ Fitness on Instagram as well. And also, if you're looking for the website, it's axjfitness.com. So just go ahead, send me an email at axjfitness at yahoo.com. And just hit me up, man, if you're interested in training, looking for a trainer.
What about your music, like your artist name?
All right, my artist name is X. That's it. Anonymous. And that's the beautiful thing about music.
Ooh, Baba is going to love you, bro.
It doesn't have to,
I can't wait.
Yeah, you don't know who it is, or it doesn't matter who you are. It's just about, having
Dude, you just keep surprising me, bro.
You can find me on SoundCloud at X Music, and that's MUZIK. XMUZIK, and go check it out. Let me know what y'all think. And that's all raw vibes. That's all, all raw tracks.
Dude, I can't wait. Dude, I can't wait.
I'm gonna send y'all some of the more, converted tracks and things like that. But that's all raw music on SoundCloud.
Right. Dude, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. Thank you a lot.
Appreciate that, man.
I've been dreaming about this day for a while, bro. So I feel it, bro.
Always, bro.
I've been feeling it, bro. So thank you so much, and I'm very grateful, and I'd love to have you back whenever you're ready. I mean, you love the lounge.
Oh, it's beautiful, dog. I don't have no complaints. Like I said, everybody that's gonna come behind me is gonna love the aesthetics.
Thank you.
The energy's good people, the production crew.
We're gonna make it better. This is just like the beginning. So,
man. Man, y'all gonna love it.
A year ago out of my house, and now we're here. So a year and 3 months now, but whatever.
Look, what Drake said started from the bottom. Now we
yes, sir.
You know that.
Well, dude, thank y'all, and I hope y'all enjoyed the show. And that's all the time we have. So till next time.